have a question, because we're at 270 something. If we can get the legal department's opinion, if we move on and table this and go on to the agenda, who would chair this meeting?
I think if a motion were placed on the floor to move basically change the order of the agenda to move the election of the president to later on this agenda, I think this would be one of those situations where the council rule would control and the current president would serve until replaced.
Okay. So the clerk would not chair over the meeting?
That's correct. The chairpersonship of the clerk has only limited applicability under your council rules, and one of those situations is the election of a president.
Well, thank you for that, and exhibiting the behavior by our former council president. That would be a no for me for this evening. Thank you.
I'm going to speak off the record. The meeting is over, but I will also defer to the attorney because you lost the quorum before you made this appointment.
They messed it up.
When you have your committee meetings on Wednesday, the chairs will still be the chairs because no successor was chosen. And in the rules. The rules say if you don't pick someone, well, the charter
rules.
The charter speaks to when you are appointed, when you are certified as elected. It does not speak to every year. When you refer to that charter section that says 730, it's talking about when you're certified as elected.
Okay, but my question as to the committees, only one committee had an appointment. What about the other two? Because government ops and legislative don't.
So I will defer to the attorney.
Okay.
But this,
because they didn't assign a governmental ops when the previous council person in the 9th ward was here.
They would still be vacant.
And so too was vacant legislative.
Correct.
Okay.
So hold on, to you, clerk, Attorney Cups. There's only one. The finance chair does not have a term, but that is appointed by the president. We have not chosen a president because the council person, the 1st, 2nd, 4th, and 7th broke quorum. So we do not have anyone that we have put to the seat because they broke quorum.
And I'm sorry, I missed Clerk Donahue's position.
I wouldn't even think he's listening.
So here's my position. So when we speak to the charter and the council rules, we have to go by the charter. We didn't put these rules in place, not the 4 of us, because they were rules that should have never been put in place. There's only one term that doesn't state the length of the term, and that is the finance chair. But the finance chair it is selected by the president. So us coming back to put people in office again makes no sense. I'm not in agreement with that. We need to figure out one. Maybe we cannot elect at a council meeting, but they are done. It's 1 year.
That's for the state of the city address. No, that's for the state of the city address.
346.
Well, it could be, but I don't think the mayor would.
The state of the city.
That's his meeting. That's his
That
meeting.
special meeting was posted just for his address, so you can't add any other agenda items.
So how can you have a council meeting?
Well, and that's what, so are we saying, Attorney Cups, that because we did not select someone that Liddell Lewis remains the president?
No.
And hold on, I'm asking the attorney, 'cause I wanted to put on the record, and that Judy remains the finance chair,